Alright, so in this video I'm going to cover how I managed to stay in good shape even while working two dead-end jobs, and I will literally eliminate every single rubbish excuse you guys have, because a lot of you do make up excuses as to why you can't work out or get certain things done, and I'm actually going to tell you why you're lying to yourself and you should be able to work out and you should be able to get a lot of things done. First and foremost, I worked two dead-end jobs for quite some time, and I still managed to stay in relatively good shape. And firstly, that goes to show that time was never an issue. Many of you make up excuses about how you guys never seem to have the time to work out, right? You don't have time and all this. But a lot of you also have screen times that are like above what? Your screen time is like probably above 4 hours, right? And that's even undermining it. You're probably closer to above 6 hours if I'm not correct. If you can spend above 6 hours wasting your time on social media, then there is no excuse why you can't take 1 hour out and do some form of exercise, of going to the gym or working out at home, because it doesn't take much to work out. You literally just need 1 hour each day, and that is literally it. So don't give don't make this excuse of you don't have time, because you definitely do. You know you have time. You want to say you don't have time because it makes you feel good and it sounds like a reasonable excuse, and you want to tell people that you are a busy person who's productive and everything, so it makes you feel good and you stay within your lies 24/7. That is the big issue with a lot of people now. Like, not nowadays, actually, that's a big issue with a lot of people throughout history. Even a lot of people just make up excuses of that they don't have time, but then they will waste their time on useless things like scrolling or on social media or doing things that don't actually even matter, right? So that's that, right? And it sounds like a bit of a rant, but it is true. Also, you need to understand that in order to get a good physique, even while working, like I was working two dead-end jobs and still had a good physique, you have to make sure you get your priority correct. Because my priority was always that I need to keep in good shape, because keeping in good shape always makes me feel good, and always when I feel good I can perform to top level of everything, of thinking, of physicality, of eating. Anything that I'm thinking of came from my good physique, came from me eating clean. My brain was working more properly. I could get more things done. I was more active. I wasn't feeling sloppy. This is another great advantage of being in shape, right? So that goes to tell you that being in shape isn't just about the aesthetics, although the aesthetics are great because you can get a lot, right? Even just from the aesthetic view, you can feel good about yourself. You feel more energetic because you know what you're capable of. You feel more confident. You attract more women. There's a lot of advantages of the aesthetics. But overall, even outside of the aesthetics, it's a mental game. It's like you are convincing yourself that you can, right? You still can stay in shape regardless of how much you work, right? And that's good as well. Also, what I did to stay in shape, many might be thinking this video is about what exactly I did to stay in shape. And the reality is I didn't do anything different from what you actually need to do. There's no secret formula that I used. I just did what the basics were, right? I slept as well as I could. I went to the gym 3-4 times a week. And you might be wondering what like workout I did. And the workout what I did was pretty basic, right? I went to failure. I did 2 sets to failure. I did chest and back. I did arms, and I did legs and abs. I did this exercise. I did it 2 sets to failure, and that was more than enough for me to build that body. So again, you don't have to do anything fancy, you don't need a lot of time, you don't need anything extra. Any one of you watching can get it done. So there is no excuses why, if you haven't been in the gym for more than, I would say, a year or so, that you can't get the physique that I have. My physique is not special, guys. I didn't have great genetics, okay? I started off skinny fat and I got to this physique. You can too. And a lot of you might even get there quicker than me if you put in the effort. I got there, but it took me a bit longer than a lot of people. So that's what I'm saying. There's no excuses because you're not doing anything special. You have to just work out about what is it, 4 hours a week, 4 times a week. You have to eat relatively clean. Like, a lot of you are not stupid. Like, you know what eating good and eating bad is. And you just have to sleep the best you can. You have to get sunlight. Like, these are the basics that everyone knows, but people still overcomplicate. Like, what's the special workout? What's this? What's this? There is no such thing. Just do the best you can do on eating, sleeping, getting the sunlight, and your body will reward you. Now, depending on what jobs you work out, obviously adjust to the job you do, right? If you're doing a sitting job, make sure even in your breaks on the sitting job you are standing, because sitting down for too long is actually not good for you, and it can like shape your body in weird ways. Like, I've seen photos and stuff of what happens when you sit down too long. Your hip tends to, how do I explain it? Your hip tends to bend in a weird way. So adjust to that. If your job is continuous standing up and all this, then adjust to that in your workouts as well. Make sure you have enough energy that you can actually perform at your job and you're not tired after your gym sessions too much. But yeah, overall that was it for the video. If you guys were expecting something special, I'm going to say no, because I'm done with people making excuses as to why they can't work out. And this video is literally just me going all out, because I've always said that I'm always going to be honest with you guys, and I'm always going to keep it 100. So again, I'm keeping 100%, no excuses. You can get it done. If I could get it done with working two dead-end jobs and still having a good physique while not having as great genetics, you probably have better genetics. You probably don't work as much as I do. You probably have more time. You probably spend more time on social media. So just take a few hours out and actually progress in your body, because I've told you it helps with the aesthetics, it helps with your brain, it helps with your confidence, it helps with everything. And that is pretty much it. And that is what you want at the end of the day, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care.